Hi everyone, Ariane from Peak Endurance PT here. Today I want to talk to you guys about the difference between the strength of a muscle and stability. So I talk about this a decent amount with my clients, and I just think it's important to know and understand the difference. So the strength of a muscle is the amount of force it can produce, like how strong the muscle is, versus stability is a muscle's ability to control and coordinate to hold a area steady. So you can have a muscle that's really strong, but that muscle might not necessarily be coordinated enough to do its job when it is required to stabilize a joint, for instance. So some examples of this, like at the shoulder, if I muscle test, if I strength test at your side here, I could get all really strong results, no pain, 5 of 5 strength, good to go. But if we take that same shoulder and put it overhead in a more difficult position and I strength test there, could get a couple different results. A, weaker, and B, cause pain because it is a less stable position and the muscles don't work as well. Another example of that is, again, 5 of 5 strength, really strong here at the side, but then I put you in an overhead squat position and my shoulders kind of rotating in and out here and can't quite get that coordination of that stabilization set. That could start to cause issues as well. So it's not that my shoulder isn't strong, my muscles can produce a good amount of force, but it's that more challenging position that is hard for those muscles to coordinate and stabilize. Another example is at the ankle. If I strength test your ankle and I try to move you from a toe up position to a toe down position or a toe in to a toe out position and I can't even budge you, sweet, your ankle is really strong. It can produce a lot of force. But if I get you in a single leg balance exercise and that foot is doing nothing but wobbling side to side, it doesn't quite have that coordination, that stability. So what that looks like exercise wise is, if we're going after pure strength, if your muscle is weak, we are trying to fatigue that muscle. So you're gonna get that classic muscle burn. But if we are working on a stability exercise, you won't necessarily feel that same sensation. It might be an overhead kettlebell hold where I'm not getting a muscle burn, but this arm is really wobbly compared to this nice stable arm. Or I can balance perfectly on my left foot, but my right foot, I'm falling all over the place because my ankle is nice and wobbly. So with a strength exercise, you can tell it's getting better because you can do more reps, more weight, versus a stability exercise. It might not feel like that. It might just be the fact that I'm not as wobbly anymore. I can balance better. I can hold a weight over my head without as much movement. So there is that difference between strength and stability that's important to know, and it's important to target the exercises to where the deficit is. Hammering strength on a muscle that's already strong but not stable isn't necessarily going to improve that stability.